And we're here with Dr. Eric Bubar, an engineering professor. First of all, just tell us a little bit about the new engineering program here and the majors that are available to students.
Absolutely. Our engineering program is very exciting. Currently, we have an option for our online geared students where they can get a engineering degree and a Marymount degree in either math or liberal studies, an engineering degree in mechanical engineering from University of North Dakota by taking courses online through them and in person here at Marymount. So that's a very nice option for the students that really loved online learning. And for the students that want to be in person, Marymount will be offering a degree, a BS in mechanical engineering and a BS in biomedical engineering, hopefully starting in fall of 2022 with accreditation approvals.
And you touched on that partnership with North Dakota. Can you tell us a little bit more about those details?
Absolutely. So that's about a 5-year program where you would attend Marymount and take all your classes in person and get either a BS in mathematics or a BS in liberal studies from Marymount. And then you can take your engineering courses through University of North Dakota through online courses. And then you'll spend 1 or 2 summers actually in North Dakota on campus doing in-person labs and getting some hands-on experience. But otherwise, you do everything here at Marymount. So it's very nice and convenient if you want to be in the DC area, get the advantages of that, but also take an online program.
And what are some of the reasons in today's world that it's so important to be focusing on STEM opportunities for our students?
That's a great question, and I think we've seen that in recent years with the pandemic. We want people to be scientifically literate, and we want them to understand what's going on with the science behind pandemics. So biomedical engineering can really help you with that. Technology is great for solving problems, and that's really what our engineering program focuses on. How do we use technologies to solve problems that are facing us? And there are some amazing things that you can do with tech to do that, and I can show some examples.
I was just going to ask, we just watched a video about some of the technologies our students will be working with. Show us, tell us and also show us some of those.
Absolutely. So our big focus at Marymount is on engineering solutions with low resource engineering. That doesn't mean that it's low tech. It means that it's usable by people all over the world. So we really want to focus on helping people solve problems in the developing world. So one of the biggest issues is access to assistive technologies. And one of the most well-known versions of that would be prosthetics and orthotics. So that's what we do in the lab. We make prosthetics. So we make prosthetic hands. So we have prosthetic hands. So this is for a kid that really liked Captain America. So they get this hand. If they don't have any fingers, they can use this. And you can hold that for me for a moment. So when you bend the wrist, if the kid bends their wrist, it'll actually make the fingers close. So it's a very nice, simple, mechanical kind of hand that you can make with just about $20 worth of plastic and screws and elastic. Other kinds of things we can do. We don't just do hands. We do kind of more realistic looking hands. So this is different colors, but it's very realistic, very organic looking, and it works the same way. You bend it and the fingers will close. We also do purely cosmetic kinds of hands. So this is fresh off of the printer. I just got it out this morning. This is a gentleman named Dave who is missing his left hand. And we brought him in and we 3D scanned one of his other hand in, and we mirror imaged it. So we can do 3D scanning, and then we hollowed out the scan of his hand and 3D printed it so that he can wear this on the residual hand that he currently has for his left hand. So he has a new left hand coming. We also work in legs. So we have prosthetic legs, and we can print these out. The nice thing about this is it's 2 different kinds of plastic. So this is a very hard plastic, so it can take impacts, whereas this one is very soft and squishy. So your leg can fit very, very nicely inside of there. And then I have one more thing that we'll try to show off, but we'll save that to the end and see if that'll work.
Okay. A couple more questions. First of all, how will virtual reality change some of the occupations that our students are now entering into?
This is a great question, and this is a very new area. So the engineering program does have a virtual reality lab now. We have about 16 Oculus Quest 2 headsets. And what virtual reality is going to do is allow you to work with people kind of in person, but virtually. They call it the metaverse, where you can kind of have virtual avatars and have a 3D presence and really interact with people very organically, but you're doing it from the comfort of your own home. So that's one of the ways. And a couple of the other ways that we're going to use VR to help people is in PT and in doing healthcare. So if you're trying to do your exercises, we can put your whole body into a virtual reality world, and your PT can visit you in that world, and they can see and make sure that you're moving correctly and that you're doing all your exercises properly so that you don't injure yourself.
And the last question I had, we have a alumni competition challenge today where each of the 3 colleges, along with athletics, are trying to get the most unique alumni donors of any amount. So, what would you like to pitch to your alumni?
I'd like to pitch that we are trying to give hands and arms to people all over the world. I was just contacted by somebody 2 weeks ago that needed a bionic limb. So that's different than the ones I've shown so far. That is one that's controlled entirely electronically. And burning the midnight oil, working hard, and I think we might have one. So, again, this is just a proof of concept. So this is a bionic limb. And hopefully, if I push this little button right here, it'll activate. And what this is going to do for us, it's going to go through a variety of different poses. So that's just the hand open. There's rock and roll. What else do we have? We should have a thumbs up. And then we should have the hand open again. So that's entirely bionically controlled. Just a bunch of AA batteries and a little computer in this tiny little box. So we can put this into an arm, and we can actually provide somebody with the bionic limb. So, yeah, donate, and we can make this available to anybody throughout the world that might need one.
We'll end it on that.